No? Mouthful? Double stuff. Double stuff. But I got socks for myself too, but I'm not actually wearing them. They're like a nightlife scene with a couple of jazz cats standing out there on the street with brass in their hands. Whew, far out, baby, far out.
I was about to say Aquarius. I was going to go. Horrible. If I was an Aquarius, I would be like, I got fucked with that song. Thank God there's no Leo song.
Leo.
Age of Leo. Like, I would be like, if they were being like, Age of Leo, and I'd just be like, fucking delete that shit. I would fucking call the fucking, I would buy, if I had all the money in the world, I would buy the rights to that song and I would have it deleted and burned. And I would let it be for public resource from like, you know, like public like archives. So I wouldn't be like Hitlerish and burn the books, but I would like, no more streaming. But like, if you want to like see the history of this, you know, idea of how Aquarius is just a joke. It's a joke. It was the biggest joke of all time. It was pre-programmed, actually. If you actually look at it and you see what we're seeing in today's society, that shit was all pre-programmed to be like when the age of Aquarius shows up. I actually was thinking about this. Who? Okay, I want to know. You give me a little fucking cookie and I start going off. Fucking, who threw water for the last 4 years all the time? They said that the water bearer would show up, and I'm like, okay, who's going to be fucking showing up with water and like throwing water?
The water boys.
It's always a public figure in the main thing. That's not on some fucking bullshit like, you know, underground fucking Telegram or something like that. Who threw water all the time? In the air. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Aquarius. Let's see. Sun conjunct Uranus too.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. That person has Sun conjunct Uranus. Let's see what Aquarius have. Happy birthday to the Aquarians right there at the end. Well, you got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Is your overall card, or your first card. Your challenge card here is the King of Swords. And your overall is the Three of Swords. Howie mama. The way you get through this is the Hangman? Holy shit. Well, Aquarius, definitely feels like fortune's not really turning your direction. At least you feel that way. It also feels like maybe you want somebody to come circle back into your life and they're not. I think that the issue is the communication thing. I think that there's integrity here issues, maybe from yourself of like, just be real, communicate more of what you feel. Maybe you have a partner or somebody that you're dealing with that, you know, you want them to speak up more and they're not. They like, but you don't feel them coming around and you're wanting that, and that feels like some sort of challenge because there's some sort of heartbreak here. It almost feels like you're yearning for something, or you're dealing with a situation that you don't want to be in and you feel like it's bad fortune and you're too afraid to like be honest about it. And the way you get through that is like, realize that, you know, you're stuck. So you can get out of being stuck by understanding the information and saying something about it. Like maybe somebody's not coming around because they don't know to come around, or maybe, you know, why would you hold on to a heartbreaking situation and not do anything about it? Like, you know, oh, I just got bad luck, I'm going to just deal with the shit. No, like, are you really that person? I don't think you are. Why'd you get this Wheel of Fortune reversed? You got the Two of Cups reversed. I mean, this feels like a bad luck situation about, you know, this feels like in order to move forward, I would feel like there's a soulmate situation here that just feels like it's missing. So it could be like you're in a soulmate situation. It's like your great lover that you're with. And it's like this thing has turned to really weird waters and really bad waters. and very like you have no idea what to fucking do. This heartbreak card showing up, Knight of Wands. Well, at least, you know, I think like you got to be willing to leap for love. I think the true love, and not be leaping into heartbreak constantly, whether you're alone sitting at home. There's a lot here. You know, whenever we get a bad card, I always like to pull an extra card. So Nine of Pentacles reversed. So I would say that, you know, gosh, it's like, remember the greatness of who you are and that you attract what you want in your life. But when you don't show up into the world and you don't show up to attract what you want, and especially with Knight of Wands there, like, you know, be like kind of eager to get love. It's like, well, guess what? You're just going to be left with fucking a bunch of coal. And this Two of Cups situation is pretty serious with the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what the overall of the oracles say. It's the Sun card. I think that, you know, it's like, you know, there's something deep with somebody, but it's like, is this really of the truth? Or the understanding of like bringing the spirit to this is so important. Like, are you doing that? Are you, it feels like somebody's not coming around that you want to come around for some people. And then it feels like you want somebody to get the fuck out of your life too, if you're in something with somebody. So I think it kind of flipped. But honestly, it's with somebody who, you know, you feel a very, you know, soulful, powerful energy with. And then I think for those that feel like they're over somebody, it's like you feel like you need to be independent on your own because you don't feel the sun with them. You don't feel the soul with them. You don't feel like they're bringing any light. You feel like they're just like totally out of this world, literally. Like it's not fortunate at all. And they bring you back. And then you look at this, you got the karmic path. Like this is definitely needing to communicate and deal with the karma of some really weird situations that feel stuck that you need clarity on. You need clarity on a situation this week, Aquarius, and you need to initiate it. And the shadow that you got here, well, the child I was meant to be, it almost feels like maybe detach from how you think it should be or how it should look. And I think that maybe that's the heartbreak attached. It's like, you know, you expect it to be a certain way, but it's not going that way. I think it's just like learning to be open for how to jump into love, but there's some insecurities, or you're not stepping into the power of attracting exactly the way you want. And maybe maybe at one point you did, and then you forgot like how to attract what you want to come towards you because you expected it to be your own way. And maybe that wasn't the way that was originally put out there, or maybe, you know, like there's something about like there's been some changes here within yourself, and also there's been changes on the other person or your partnership, and either A, the changes that you want them around more, or B, you are so over it. You're so not happy. You need to have this karmic fucking shit finally happen and clear it out and clear it, or clear something with somebody that you feel a lot of things for, but you don't see them showing up. You got Neptune in the second house and you got it in Aquarius. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you see the future of what you want to create, but you're almost like, am I delusional? Am I delusional to think that this is not worthy? Or am I delusional to think that this is worthy? You need to get to the bottom of that. And the only way to do that is to get rid of the sensitivities, to get rid of the constantly being in your imagination about it, and actually be reality.
You gotta get back within inside yourself. Gotta get back within inside yourself. Detach from the detachment.
Detach from
detach from the detachment. You know, you have to get back with inside those daily tasks, those daily routines, the day-to-day notion of who you actually are and where it is that you're going. Now, that one foot in front of the other that's actually going to take you somewhere, and not up into space, but actually to your next destination. So I think that's what it is, finding it and finding that path so you can really get back on it, so you can put that focus forward and not necessarily look into the past and dwell there and spend all the time with inside moments that don't actually matter to you.